Hello and welcome back. Alright, here we are in Blood Hollow, and I hope to finish 3 deeds one after another. So, since last time I have defeated some of Uruks and Warks and Brigands, and now we have to defeat the last Wark here, and we'll be done with that deed. Now, I also want to mention one thing, is that we started earning compassion a little while ago, and apparently we're still at level 0, which is so disappointing, not having any compassion after all our adventures, and the world as it is today, Middle-earth and beyond. Not to have compassion is definitely a horrible thing, not just not a good thing, but a horrible thing. So, we should work on that. At least in the game, that's easy, right? Boom. Already we have level 2 compassion, or rank 2. Now in the real world it takes a little more than that, as it should. But here it's easy, guys. So, now we should also hopefully be able to finish the other 2 deeds pretty easily around here, because, for example, there is a brigand here. As soon as we defeat that brigand, we're done with that as well. Now our compassion is level rank 4. Also, how about finding an Uruk-hai around here? I don't think that should be too hard. I believe I've seen some before in the area. And again, we only need 1. Well, for some reason, there is nobody around. Not a problem though, because for one thing, we also need to finish our treasure caches deed, which is kind of tedious to do. But the last treasure cache, I suspect, would be here in Karas Gelebren. So I'll meet you over there, and there are obviously plenty of Uruk-hai there, so we'll be able to finish 2 deeds there as well. Okay, so see you over there. Well, actually, on the way to there, well, wait. This doesn't count as an Uruk? He's just a regular orc, but he is a white-hand raider, and it looks like Uruk to me. So I don't quite understand that trickery. We shall see. We'll figure it out. Okay, I thought it would be done here, but no, apparently not. But then this guy, who is also a white-hand soldier. So a white-hand soldier is an Uruk, but a white-hand raider is not an... He's not an Uruk, he's a regular orc. That's what I'm learning now. We'll keep learning, I'm sure. And now, our compassion is at rank 7. Level 7. Making some good progress. So, well, I think we're close enough that we can ride together now. I believe the last piece of ancient treasure cache we have not discovered yet is on the other side of Karas Gelebren somewhere. Plenty of deeds we completed in no time here, because we were already ready for it. So let's check here. Let us check. Maybe it's down there. I'll have to figure this out, guys. Aha, and we did find the last treasure cache here. Has been lost, forgotten, etc. But not anymore. Alright, great. Our compassion is now at level 9. Pretty good, huh? Now, we want to finish the Dwellers of Old Swampfleet. We have to discover 3 more artifacts. So let's start working on that. So, looks like the old cornerstone is somewhere around here. On the, yeah, just on the edge of Karasgilebren. Well, I don't see anything here. Aha! There's the cornerstone. Very well. Not quite on the edge, it's here. We have discovered an old cornerstone. Indeed we have. These old stones may have borne witness to Sauron's onslaught, but they still hold fast to happier memories. Weddings, personal centenaries, and ceremonies of all kinds took place in this once elegant pavilion. Personal centenaries, yeah. Well, elves live long, don't they? Cool. So that's a cornerstone and we see the patterns on it. Fine. Great. Now, there is a curious pendant which is supposed to be somewhere over here. I'm not sure if... I lost my boar. I'm not sure if we'll be able to access it from within the walls or if we have to go down. Don't mind us, orcs, we're not interested in it anymore. So curious though that some of those white hand people turn out not to be Uruk-hai but regular orcs. Very interesting. Yeah, we'll be down by the river, I guess. But we can walk through here. Just will take some time to go back to the last item. Not too bad. No matter. So let me find the exact location. So I don't want you to be bored with me looking for something. Okay, so it looks like it should be along the river here. Just a little further that way though. With our boar, we'll be there in no time. It's a beautiful area anyways. Aha, there is a curious pendant here, yes. Where exactly? Do you guys see the curious pendant? Because I don't. I certainly don't. Is it embedded in the bark? It's under the bark. Let's pretend it's under the bark. You find a small pendant tucked away in the knot of the tree. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so let's read about the small pendant. Or the curious pendant. My love, if you're reading this, then you have succeeded at my little treasure hunt and claimed the prize. I had this necklace made to your tastes. I look forward to seeing you wear it. Yeah, glimpse from some better times for the area, right? Good times? Now it's trouble times. But not all the way, right? We're making some progress. We're starting from our own compassion, which is the key, always. So, let's discover the collection of poetry as well. I shall meet you towards its likely location. Okay. In the most unlikely of places to have survived, inhabited by wood trolls, and rained upon, I'm sure, during storms, we have this collection of poetry over there in a chest. Maybe the chest helped it with the preservation, I'm sure. But Yeah, here we are in Tamla's Goal, finding the last artifact that will tell us some story. Let's check it out. And with the completion of this, we'll complete this deed, the Dwellers of the Swanfleet, as well as 2 meta quests, the Deeds, the Explorer of Swanfleet, and then ultimately the Deeds of Swanfleet. Alright, ready? You find several drafts of poetry, and that increased my compassion tremendously. As poetry can do sometimes. Well, now we're at rank 14. Pretty good, huh? Yes. Lots of these completed. However, let's also actually read about the poetry. You find an improbably well-preserved, exactly right, stash of paper, upon which are written several drafts of poems in flowing script. One page contains the following phrases, each one struck through with the stroke of an angry quill. Under the eaves of wine-red holly, crimson holly, sunset-hued holly, scarlet holly, ruby-red holly, holly-colored holly, and finally, underneath the eaves of holly. No attribution or claim of authorship can be found. Holy moly, what kind of a holy poetry is that? I don't know. Not particularly valuable as poetry goes. I mean, obviously these are just pieces of it, I understand that. But valuable as an artifact nonetheless. Well guys, we did it. We did most of the things we could do in Swanfleet, so let us go back to our main storyline or epic quest and enter Cardolan, or at least we'll be on the edge between Swanfleet and Cardolan. Is where our story will continue. Okay, see you guys over there. Well, on the way over there, guys, I found this peculiar place here with this beautiful little fishing boat, or whatever this is. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Those people don't want to talk to me because maybe they enjoy their quiet while fishing. I understand that, but I just wanted to share this with you guys. And also to mention another thing, yes, we're going back to the main storyline, obviously, but we're also entering Cardolan, and that means we'll be doing lots and lots of regular quests as well. So while we're going back to the main story, it doesn't mean we'll stick with it for a long time, because there'll be so many side quests to do as well. And on that note, I'll see you at the crossings of the Guaplo River. It's not called wade water for nothing. Even here we could have, all the way up to here we could wade throughout Swanfleet. Only here is where the waters get deeper. And we're leaving wade water and approaching the crossing of Guaplo. I believe I saw somebody wanting a quest from us last time we were here, so we should investigate that more carefully. Make sure we don't miss any side quests and stuff. So let's carefully observe the area here. We'll investigate a little. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw something earlier. How far are we? I thought it was on the left bank as we go down. But you know? Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that, guys. I don't want to miss some important starting side quests. Your muscles ache, but the harsh cries of orcs from nearby strengthen what? Your resolve. Yes, they do that. But my resolve is strengthened about something else, and that's finding related, well, not related, but other quests. So let's go back here. I think what we need to do, essentially, is let's figure that out. Aha! There we go. There we go. There is a quest here. Or rather, quest giver. The woodcutter Hugh. Alright, woodcutter. You don't look like one, but hey. You look more like a soldier.
Would you lend me your aid?
I am a woodcutter, friend. Not a fighter. Okay, fine, fine. When I encountered orcs within the flooded city, I ran. It is without shame that I tell you I dropped my axe, though I need it for my livelihood. Understood. Do you think you could repay the orcs for this insult and recover my axe at the same time? Sure. A master of oak, not of orc.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so we need to just defeat some orcs and find Hugh's missing axe somewhere in Tarbat. Okay. That's easy. Starting to get new deeds, of course. Alright, Tarbat skirmisher. Very cool. So plenty more orcs around here. Yes, those are proper orcs. And not Uruk. It's pretty obvious. Unlike, again, the White-Hand Raider in Swampfleet apparently was an orc as well. Crazy, I tell you. Maybe because he's a lowly raider and not a more organized soldier like the Uruks are. If you ask me, they're all scum though. But don't get me wrong, they deserve pity and compassion. Okay, Defiler. So one more of you. Ooh, that's an elite one. Okay. Okay. Yes, an orc leader, not an Uruk-hai leader. Okay, in any case, we defeated plenty more than 10 now. Now let's try to find the axe. Whoa, the asset loading is horrible lately, despite the 64-bit servers. See, again. Broken arm. Ah, I can smell the wood axe. Smelling of wood and not of blood. Woodcutter Hugh must have dropped this axe when he fled from the orcs in Tarbat. Indeed he has. This must be Hugh's missing axe. Yes, it must be. Unless there is another axe laying around here that looks not old and rusty. Which is also possible, just very unlikely. So bringing the axe back.
Yes?
Ah, there is my axe. What would I have done without... Hold on a moment. This is not my axe. This axe is completely different. What?
Can you spare a moment?
The unlikely thing became reality for us, huh? Since this axe is not mine, that means its owner might still be somewhere in the city and in danger. You should return to where you found it and see if you can find and help its owner. It's the right thing to do. It is the right thing to do. But what about your axe? Someone else's axe?
Yes?
Okay. Interesting. So... What should we be looking for, really, around here? The earth is trampled to the southwest. Perhaps the axe owner went that way? Did it say southwest? Go this way. Okay. Well, blood stains the earth here, and tracks lead southwest. Let's examine further this way. Oh, unfortunately, there's a slain. Unfortunate, yes. Someone ran afoul of the orcs to his ill fortune. As usual. The owner of the axe ran afoul of the orcs in Tarbat and perished. As usual, we don't have any compunctions about examining corpses. I don't know why. Now apparently we have to talk to the woodcutter again. Which is fine, but also that's not a good resolution.
Can you spare a moment?
Yes, you found the owner of the axe, but he was already slain by orcs. A sad end, truly. I will wield his axe in memory of this poor unfortunate Basabur, and from this day forth I will dedicate its work to making wooden weapons that will repay the orcs for the life they took this day. I swear it. Thank you for doing what you could. Not sure if that's the best use of your time. Better you just stick to your regular woodcutter job instead of using wood as a weapon. But okay. Polished chain gauntlets, treated leather gloves or silk gloves. Alright. Well, this bridge is not passable, right? It's broken. Yes. Wow, that won't stop us, right? Not this boar, not us. We've seen much worse, haven't we? Okay, so now we have to swim to the other side of the perilous River Guaflo. The boar will find his own way, don't you worry. Not as turbulent as last time though, guys. When it was pouring rain here, it was way worse back then. Now, still treacherous, don't get me wrong, but we're strong swimmers, so we should be just fine. Getting closer to the other side. Getting closer, past the middle, in the marshes. You emerged dripping from the river, glad to be across at last. While many of you teleports from somewhere. It was not pleasant, Basabur, but at least we have reached the northern bank. It would have been much easier were the great bridge still intact. I will need to rest for a short time before we proceed. How fares Ekfrit? Well, we have to wait for Ekfrit. There she is. Ekfrit emerges from the river, gasping for breath. How are the Northlands treating you, huh, Ekfrit? I hope Starkmouth understands. He would have followed me anywhere. I would lead him, even to his death. He is the same as I am, for I would do anything for Rohan. Ekfrit breathes deeply and rubs the feeling back into the muscles of her arms. Good description. On the other side of this cruel river, you ask why I seek the Dunedain Rangers. Telden King has fallen ill, seized by a weakness of the body from which it is feared he may not recover. I was told the Rangers of the North know methods of healing that might cure the king's ailment. I am to recover one of their remedies, or to return to Edoras with one of their healers, that he might heal the king. It is only for the future of Rohan that I would abandon my Starkmouth. Any who question that will face my sword. Relax, relax. Enough with the Stark mod. We understand. Okay, a silver chain of might, a silver chain of agility, or a silver chain of will. I can hear orcs prowling among the ruins of the city, and if we do not post a watch, they may surprise us while we rest from the crossing. They have become an ever-growing threat in my own lands, and the king has not the strength to oppose them. Rohan suffers. I will help your friend make sure this campsite remains unoccupied by those who made it. If you will hunt the orcs that prowl the city, we'll stay here only long enough to dry our clothes and recover from the crossing, and the fewer orcs between us and the northern road, the better. Sure. Something creeps in Tarbat. Like orcs. Alright, my friends, that's a good stopping point. I'll see you for more exciting adventures, this time in Cardolan. See you soon. Goodbye.